Welcome to zukul.trade. A revolution in auto trading is about to happen, so do you want to become a part of it? If you do, then you can join us in our Telegram group for the latest updates. Now before we get started, I need to run through a disclaimer. No one associated with zukul.trade is a financial or market trading expert. All content is provided for information only and as such should not be viewed as financial or trading advice. Financial markets can be influenced by many factors, and this could result in prices rising as well as falling. And as always, you should always seek financial advice and only trade with money that you're prepared to lose. So now that's out of the way, I've got a question for you. How can you possibly be turning a profit with Bitcoin when the market is performing like this? Welcome to zukul.trade. In this short video, we're going to be going through an update on the launch progress of our auto trading robot. But first, I think it's important to go through a summary of what you should know so far. You see, we've got two programming teams and they're implementing two different and both successful trading strategies, and they're converting them into a plug-and-play system. They've already completed over 10,000 sandbox test trades, producing results of between 1.5% up to over 10% in daily returns. And delta testing has started this weekend using live exchanges and real money, and I'm going to show you the updates later on in this video. Now initially, users will need to use the GDAX exchange via Coinbase. Other approved exchanges will be introduced once we've launched. And it's also important to know that users will have 100% control of their own trading funds at all times, as the robot is only going to be connecting to the chosen exchanges purely to do trades. And because of this, there'll be no additional trading fees that the user will need to pay, other than those obviously charged by their own exchange. And initially there's going to be 4 entry-level licenses, and they'll be held for 1 month's use of the robot. Monthly subscriptions will be payable in Bitcoin based upon the user's location currency. So for example, if you live in the United States, you'll pay in US dollars. If you live in Great Britain, you'll pay the equivalent of Great British Pound. And if you live in Europe, then obviously you're going to pay Bitcoin in the equivalent of euros. And each of the 4 levels will allow a different maximum trading pot for the robot to leverage. So the first user level is going to be at 10. Now that could be £10 or 10 US dollars, obviously converted into Bitcoin. And you're going to be able to trade up to a pot of 300, again, US dollars or pounds in Bitcoin. The second level user is going to be at 35, and you'll be able to trade up to 2,500. With the third user level at 85 is going to be able to trade up to 8,000. Again, that could be $8,000 or £8,000 or 8,000 euros. And the fourth entry level is going to be at 185, and that will allow you to trade up to 20,000. So now that's out of the way, let's go through the delta testing update. There are going to be a number of accounts running different strategies, and we need to do this to understand the effects of the exchange charges on the returns that the robot provides us, so that we can ensure that the user's profits are maximized. We also need to understand and minimize the effects of dropped connections between our servers and the exchanges. And in order to help manage expectations of the viewers of the videos, all of the accounts have been funded with £300 in our case when we're showing the trading examples. So let's now go over to the Delta testing site. So here we are at the Delta testing site in its raw form. As you can see at the top here, the bot is currently trading. Now when you sign in the beginning of your trading day, this red button here will be green and it will obviously say start trading, and all you'll need to do is obviously click the button, and that will then set the robot in motion to trade for the next 24 hours. So below that we then have the live chart in action here. On the left hand side we've got the currently held positions, so these are positions that the robot has already taken, and then on the right hand side you've got the history over the past 3 days of that trades, and as you can see at the moment it's showing a profit. Now let's go through this in a lot more detail. Okay, so let's quickly go through these sections in a little bit more detail. As I've already mentioned at the top here, top left, you've got the ability to start and stop the robot at any time. You will obviously have to start the robot at the beginning of your trading day, and then once you've done that, you can then effectively leave it to run for the next 24 hours, and it will open trades and close trades automatically. You don't need to be sat here watching the screen and closing or opening trades on your own. The next section here is obviously a real-time graph that is showing you the way that the market is trading at the moment. And then on the left hand side here we have got the currently held positions or trades. As you can see, we've got in this case a pot of £320 that's been split into 5 lots of £64, and as you can see we've got currently 5 positions which are opening, and at the moment they're still open because they're not showing a profit. Once they show a the regulated profit that the robot wants to earn for you, it will then automatically close those trades for you. So as we move on to the right hand side, you can see here that we've got the trade history or the trade log of the past 3 days trades that it's closed. Now it's important to point out that these aren't 3 full days, because as we find bugs or corrections or tweaks that we need to make into the programming, we have to close the robot down, make those adjustments, upload those adjustments, and then obviously restart the robot. So these are partial days results, and again it's just here as a guide, and obviously as we iron out the bugs, then obviously these results will become much more clearer, but we're here as a guide at the moment. The first section here, the first column, has got the date and time that that position was closed. The next column is showing you how much was actually traded, so you can see here we've got $64.40, and then you can see here that the amount that, or the level, the price level at the time it was bought and obviously sold at, and as you can see it's showing a profit which is showing in the earnings column, and then we have a running total here or running balance. Now what we've done is we've sectioned out the first day's trade here, so this is the first day's trade sectioned out for you, and obviously we've broken it down in a bit more detail, so it's showing that in that first day we made £9.98, which is a return of 3.12% on the trading pot, which is £320. Then we have the second day's trading here, and that returned £8.61, which again is showing a return of 2.69%. Then finally we have the partial day on the third day, which again is showing at the moment £3.96, which is currently a 1.25% return. And bearing in mind that we still have some positions here which need to be closed as well, which will add to that trading profit there. So once again, just want to underline that the results are based on partial days, as the robot is stopped in order to update or correct any particular feature. And the average across the 3 days is showing a return of 3.25%, and that is per day, which, like I say, based on partial days is a fantastic result. We're really pleased with the direction that this robot is going in. And also from the point of view of creating some balance, is that even if we chose to close the current 5 positions, which if you remember are showing a minus or a loss, then the return would still be in the region of 2% return every single day. So hopefully you're as excited as we are about the potential that the zukul.trade robot has in allowing you to auto trade cryptocurrency markets. So if it's something that you want to become a part of, or if you've got more questions, then obviously you can use the link that's on the page that this video is on to join our Telegram group, and obviously we can provide you with updates and answer any questions that you might have. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this short video, and hopefully we can chat with you soon. Take care. Bye bye.